Hey guys, so it's Aaron here from Queer Days. So today I wanted to do a blog on basically why would someone be interested in younger men? Is there a difference? Generalizations. So Mike doesn't actually know this yet, but I'm basically going to use him as my test subject since, I'm going to say I'm still kind of younger, but we're going to get into it now, right? Okay, so let's move on.
What are you doing?
So Mike, wanted to ask you a few questions. Hope you're going to be willing to give me some answers.
Before I even finish my coffee? Go on, yeah.
No, so basically I want to ask you a few questions about, dating when you're married to now a younger man.
I am?
Like I hope I'm still considered one.
We're younger.
Pushing on here. Oh, you're so sweet. You say all the sweetest things. This is how he captured my heart. So, first of all, what would you define as a younger man? Is it someone that's just younger than yourself, or is there kind of any age specifications?
Well, for me, I would say younger would be under 30.
Under 30?
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
Or mainly, the reason I say under 30 is because I think they really haven't, started kind of... Most at 30, they're usually getting more settled into their career and stuff and ready to start moving. So that's what I consider basically, if somebody does it at 25, but I would say younger, somebody who hasn't really, just out of college and hasn't really gotten their life going, maybe.
So what do you think would be some reservations if you were an older man such as yourself? What kind of fears or what would they be skeptical about, when it comes to younger guys?
Well, I've heard, since we've been married, some people have said to me that one of the things that they're afraid of is that the younger guy won't be independent, and they want somebody who's independent and not dependent on their money and stuff. And, I say, I guess that's one of the big reservations that a lot of older guys feel, that they don't want somebody who's dependent on them financially. But, we're all dependent on each other for different things, so I don't know if that makes much of a difference. And, we've worked out our finances, so it doesn't seem that, even though I've worked a lot longer, make more money than you, that you are dependent because you put in a certain percentage and pay for certain things, so that is taking away that.
So you think that's kind of why we work, because we both, work, we both have our own jobs, we both are able to pay our own way through life?
I think it's one of the reasons we work. It's certainly not the only reason we work. That was the last thing I think we considered, was the finances. It's something we talked about once we decided to get married, but I don't think we ever talked about one of us being, you being financially dependent on me. And it wasn't a major concern to me. That's something I obviously knew. I say my biggest concern is that I have to work a lot harder to be pretty for you. As you can see now.
So what would be some differences you think that would be for two guys in a relationship close to their own age, and then we'll say another relationship with an age difference like ours?
What would be the difference?
Do you feel like there's any differences, or is there any...
Yeah, I do. I think, you talked about this too. Younger guys, I thought one of the pluses would be exactly one of our relationship would be the fact that, I don't have to work as hard as you. And, so we kind of have more, I can do more things for you. Let's say that, have to get done or something because I don't work as hard or have to work all the hours that you do. So I think it's actually an advantage where, two young people getting started, they're going to be both working 40, 45 hours a week and have a lot less time to spend with each other because on their time off, they're stuck, doing all the other stuff they have to do around the house, or errands or, things for their own life. Whoops.
Your pecs are so distracting.
Oh, okay, go on.
So I had to take a little break there because Mike needed to put on his robe.
You're back?
Oh, of course.
God,
Would never
I'm
leave.
not done with my beauty routine.
I didn't want you flashing that big fat
Okay, go on.
peach.
I gotta do my little facial routine.
So another question I have for you. So recently, a few months ago, not that long ago now, I met Mike's family. Do you think it's hard introducing a younger man to your family?
You know what? I sometimes I'm too, I guess, conscious of what other people think, but you know what? I just loved you so much. It didn't matter at all. I didn't, first of all, I really don't think it mattered to any of them. They just cared about the fact that I was madly in love for you. And if they did have anything bad to say, they knew they better keep it to themselves or they would never see me again. I mean, but they made jokes like, when they asked if they should put you in the playpen at Chuck E. Cheese or we should drop you off at nursery school before we go to breakfast. But no, I had no reservations and it felt great. I'm thrilled to introduce you to anybody. So no reservations about you. I should have up, are you? Okay, let me just sit down and finish my coffee here. See if I have any important phone. My phone's not there. Go on.
Right, so next question I have for you. What if someone was asking you some advice? What are the benefits you'd say of dating someone younger than yourself?
Ooh, they're so active. What are the advantages? I don't know. It's kind of a disadvantage. Everybody looks at you and not at me.
Oh, I don't know about that. I definitely fucking differ about that.
I don't see any disadvantage. You know what? There's advantages and disadvantages to dating anybody. So I would say I haven't seen any disadvantages to, I was going to say going out with you, but I guess we're married now a year and a half. So no, there's no disadvantages.
Just remember now, I asked you advantages.
Oh, what are the advantages? Well, I said you're more active and you can push me around in my wheelchair.
Oh, you come up with the loveliest suggestions.
I don't think there's any disadvantages or advantages over, it's just who you love.
All right, getting the socks on next. So next question I want to ask is, so what do you think makes our relationship so strong?
I think, in addition to how crazy and lovely we are, I would just say the fact that we really try and talk and discuss things and work things out rather than not talk about them, which I think a lot of people do. They just build up walls because they get hurt and they don't talk about it, and eventually the walls get so tall they can't be torn down. And I think we try and talk about things as they come up and have solutions, and that we've tried to realize that not one of us is wrong, one of us is hurt, and do we really want to do the thing? I mean, if you think of things in terms of right and wrong all the time, I think that's trouble. You have to think about what is important to the other person.
And do you think age plays a factor in communication, or do you think that's down to the person's personality?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I'd say my age helps us sometimes when we discuss, because I think maybe might get angry more, or you might think I'm more argumentative, but I think my age has helped me realize the importance of working things out and not losing my head as much as you might, or lose my temper. Whereas I might be trying to work things out, you might get angry easier. And I think as you get older, you learn that there's more important things to get angry about than, because you've seen a lot more and you've been hurt a lot more and you've gone through a lot more, that you see, you have a better idea about what's important, and things that are insignificant to me may be a lot more significant to you because you haven't had all the experience that I've had, or gone through all the hurts, or let's say I lost so many people important to you, or stuff like that. So
final question. Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
Maybe I'd be ready when I finish my coffee, but go on.
He's been such a willing participant.
I'm always willing when it comes to you.
You sure are.
Okay.
Would you have any advice for an older man dating a younger guy?
You know what? Do I have any advice for an older man dating a younger guy? I mean, I don't quite... Okay, I don't know if it's... No, it doesn't pertain to just dating a younger guy. It pertains to dating anybody. You just have to be caring, understanding, compassionate, and love. But that goes for anybody you're dating. I mean, I have no advice specifically for dating a younger man. And I never really looked to date younger men, so I don't, things just happen. It was never something I was looking for. So no, I really don't have any.
All right, so look, that is all from us. That is Mike's opinions on dating a younger man.
And this is my husband, Aaron, who I'm madly in love with. The best thing in my life.
And thanks again for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.